If you haven't checked your YouTube feed recently, it is time to do sailing prep. Recently, Jagex has put out a sailing blog, which basically helps you get prepped for the upcoming sailing release on November 19th. Specifically, they have mentioned some items that you need to gather and also some skills that you need to do. Now, you can scourge your way through social media like on Reddit and find some pretty, let's just say, in-depth prepping guides, but I am lazy. So this is 100% my speed. Thanks, Reddit user MyFoot. I like how simplified he puts this. Materials you need: 500 of each plank, 250 of each bar, and 1000 copper ore to make the copper nickel or copper nickel as you need. So we're going to take his advice on this, and we're going to also get the skills that we need to get, and work our way to doing a lazy approach to sailing prep. Let's get on it. All right, let's start with supplies first. Let's start by getting 500 of each plank. Holy moly, I just started recording this video and I just saw that I have 1,120 bank spaces. Let's go. All right, I've created a bank tab in order to put all my sailing supplies in. I'm gonna try to recreate the graphic to the best of my ability within the confines of this layout. So I got all my logs and planks here. The planks are looking pretty good. We just need to convert some mahogany logs into planks, but I think we should be good. I just need to get 500 of those real quick. All right, this is the method I'm going to be making my planks with. I'm going to grab all of these. I'm going to teleport to the earth altar. I'm going to run up here, turn them into planks, and then teleport back to the shanty pass. And I think that's the approach I'm going to take to make all these. Let's make 500. All right, just like that, we have our 500 mahogany planks. Planks are now secure. Also, I did move a few tools over here. These are ones that are specifically mentioned in the video as being helpful. I have a saw, a hammer. Ones that are both equipable. This is from Mahogany Homes. The Mikando hammer is from Dozel, and then the plank sack is from Mahogany Homes, and the log basket is from Forestry. All right, let's move on to the bars and nails. All right, the bar and nail department is not looking too hot. Some notable things were ahead of the game was adamant bars, steel bars, but if we want to get 250 of each bar, and I think I'm actually gonna go for 500 of each nail, maybe more. I did see that one thing required 600 nails, so maybe I'll go for 1,000. 1,000 of each nail seems like a good milestone. Let's get to work. Guess I'm gonna be world hopping to buy the bronze bars from Shanty here. 253 bronze bars required. Go pick up some nails. Can I buy from our homeboy sawmill operator? Oh, not much, but we will buy some bronze. Let's try this one over here. All right, 1,000 bronze nails acquired. We got to do a little more work for the iron. We might try smithing them to see how it goes. All right, it's been a while since I've been here. Let's see what we can get smithed up in the old blast furnace. Hey guys, I'm excited to announce I'll be doing a mini series for sailing on the first few days of its release, showcasing all that the skill has to offer as it enters the game for the first time. If you enjoyed this video or just enjoyed general sailing content or my other videos, a like or a subscription would be greatly appreciated. It does help out a lot as I try to continue to grow the channel. But with that said, let's get back to the lazy prep. All right, we got our iron bars complete. I think we're gonna go ahead and knock out. We need some mithril bars and some runite bars in order to make our nails. So we're gonna go ahead and do a few of these and try to get maybe 350 of each, I think is about what we're going for. Feeling pretty good about the bar amounts now. Let's go make some nails and get our nail supplies. Again, going for about 1,000 each. All right, the nail amount is looking good. Got over 1,000 of each. Let's move on to the next supplies. Next up, let's focus on the center part of this graphic. So the coin's looking pretty good, swamp tar looking good, flax looking good. However, we do need to make some cannonballs, get some more rope, and swamp paste. I'm pretty sure these two are buyable. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, swamp paste was bought. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do 1,000, like similar to the nails. We may need a lot more, but we can always buy more. So I just learned this as I'm getting some logs for sailing prep. You know that the Kandarin headgear, I think it's even the headgear 1, gives you 2 logs every time you chop down a normal tree. I had never known that before. I learned that on Reddit today. Today I learned. All right, got 118 ropes. Also have 130. So I think that should be okay. I do need to get some more cannonballs, but I think copper ore real quick. I'm gonna try to get about 1,000 of it for the upcoming copper nickel. I think I'm saying that right. I'm gonna need to make the bars that combines with nickel. So let's go get some copper ore from the blast furnace. All right, I am buying my copper ore from the Jatizo shop now, mainly because Blast Furnace did not restock quick enough. I'm just hopping worlds, there's 20 on every world, and I'm banking and just repeating the process until I get 1,000. Here we have it, over 1,000 copper ore. Let's move on to cannonballs. Let's start with the modest amount of, let's say, 5,000 cannonballs. All right, a little bit of AFK and cannonballs, and we're up to 4,500, which doesn't really seem like a lot, but we do have a problem. We are out of steel bars, so we gotta go make some of those at Blast Furnace. I think we're gonna try to get 5,000 cannonballs. So we'll get enough for 250 bars of steel, and then we'll make a little bit more to make the rest of our cannonballs. And I think we're gonna go into sailing with 5,000, which again does seem low, but we are gonna be making a lot of the new ones. And so I have a feeling they're going to be dropped by things too. So hopefully we have a steady supply, but we'll see. All right, this last inventory of bars here is probably going to be where we're going to stop. Brings us up to about 464, which should be enough to have 250 and some cannonballs to bring us up to 5,000. There we go, 5,000 cannonballs, and that is complete. All right, supply prep is looking pretty good. There's one more thing I want to do before I move on to the skill prep. And that is going and mining some salts from Weiss, which is the troll, I guess, kind of stronghold area, island thing, whatever. But basically, I have heard rumors, or maybe it's been fully confirmed, that we are going to be able to make another fire pit, but you have never done the quest line that involves that and being able to make those different fire pits. They offer various effects or perks for an area, and I could see it being beneficial. So I'm gonna go ahead and mine 250 of each of the salts and get that done. All right, we have 1,000 of each of these salts. I think it's gonna be good. And then we have almost a full inventory of the basalt as well. So this should probably be good enough. At least I hope it is. I don't really know if we'll need them. I'm just kind of going off like curated information I'm seeing from videos and, you know, my very non-investigative research. This is gonna be what I'm gonna go with. All right, so here is the final supply list. We're gonna go in with the sailing. If we have like some extra time, we might make some more cannonballs or bars and just kind of try to beef up these stacks. But for now, we're gonna shift our focus over to the skills. There are 3 skills that we need to get up. We need to get our cooking up to 93. We need to get our smithing up to 94. And we need to get our construction up to 92. I think all of these are gonna be fairly fast. So we're gonna go ahead and start with cooking and cook some of our cannonballs that we have and work on that. There you have it, 93 cooking completed. Let's move on to smithing. Got about 19k gold ore that I can go through, so I'm gonna try to do this and see at what level we can get to. We're currently at 90 smithing. We'll see how quickly we can breeze through a level. All right, this should be the first level of many, 91. 3 more levels to go. We can now make rune longswords and crossbow limbs. Let's go. I'm gonna be honest, this is like putting me to sleep, so I'm gonna take a break and actually go to bed, and then I'll pick back up tomorrow. Pardon the odd UI. We are just unfortunately shy of 92 smithing with our gold ore. We're gonna switch over to doing some of our other ore here and see if we can't pull out. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to 94 for sure, but we'll see how far we can get. We'll go ahead and just smith all of our other ore. Don't know if we'll do the full iron, but we'll see how much XP we get per hour. So as long as it's like 200k plus per hour for these things, then we'll keep it up. All right, this should be the last drop here for 92 smithing. Let's go. Halfway there. Ooh, runeful helms and throwing knives. Let's go. But we need 2 more levels to get that requirement from 94 smithing for the dragon pieces for the ships for sailing. So we're going to change it up though. XP is not great. I'm not enjoying this as much as I was the gold ore. So we're going to try to get some stuff and go over to the Giant's Foundry. All right, I don't have enough bars that I need in order to be able to use Giant Foundry or even enough items. I have enough adamant items, but I need some more mithril. So I'm going to go ahead and buy up these warhammers and these battle axes to help bolster up my supply. So I need about 380 of these to complement the Addy bars that I have and items here from just random Slayer tasks and whatnot. So I'm going to keep getting that. And then once we get our required items, we will go back and see if we can get a level or 2 out of these items for Giant's Foundry. The one small benefit from doing this grind is we are missing the smith's gloves, and with that last thing we just did, actually even a little bit more, we can now afford the smith's gloves, which will be the final piece that we need for the smithing outfit. Let's go ahead and buy this.
Collection log slot completed.
Beautiful. Go ahead and toss these on. We now have the full smith outfit complete. It's gonna look sick when we get the smithing cape, and I think it will actually help us with our smithing grind. I believe. I think it definitely works at anvils, which will be helpful for like maybe some sailing construction or smithing stuff. So, all right, keep going. We're getting close to 93. All right, this should be the turn in to get us to 93 smithing, which is not bad. Not bad. I think, ooh, rune square shields. I think we're gonna go ahead and pause there. And here's why. Now we can very easily get a dwarven stout from any place, a pub or etc., to be able to boost to 94, which is the highest requirement. So we'll come back to 94 smithing if we get there. I do want to try to release this video at least a week out before sailing. So we still have to get 92 construction for, I think, one of the boat parts. So we're going to go ahead and switch our efforts over to that, and then we'll come back to smithing if we have time at the end. Or it might be something we have to do right before sailing comes out. So for now, let's go ahead and dive into construction. All right, I think for construction, we're gonna actually go back to mahogany homes. I feel like that's the best bang for our buck on the iron. We're gonna go for, again, 92 construction. We got a lot of mahogany logs. I think we probably need to make about, maybe about, I think like 3K. Let's start with 3K and see how that goes. Just making a billion planks. All right, this turn will be our 91 construction level. Let's go. One more level to go. Entering the final 100k XP for this level. Be the last piece. It's gonna be a cupboard. Let's build it. Yes. 92 construction. Halfway there, y'all. But that is not halfway there for this requirement for sailing. 92 completed. Let's go. 36 rooms. Rose. Oh, there. Oh, yeah, that's it. Rosewood repair kit. That's what we need. That's why we did it. One thing I am very excited for is turning in all of these juicy points for some supplies. Let's go ahead and turn in 1,329. See what we can get from these supply crates. All right, I'm probably not going to show me opening them all, but just look at a almost full inventory here. Ooh, so let's skip to the loot. Pretty pathetic for the amount of time I spent. Did get some soft clay, which would be nice for some teleport tabs. But other than that, I guess the steel bars, getting some of those back were good. Got some oak planks, some teak planks. But yeah, not. I mean, it is what it is. All right, I think it's about as much effort as I'm gonna put into this lazy prep for sailing. I am gonna be mining some volcanic ash, mainly because, I mean, look at this, y'all. I got 28 uses of ultra compost left in my bottomless bucket. Gotta get that up for the farming materials we're gonna need for sailing. So that's pretty much the only other thing I could think of that I'm willing to put time into. I am gonna do a little bit of bank management, kind of clear some stuff up and organize some things before sailing. But when we recap all the things we've done, we got all of our supplies completed. We got 93 cooking completed, 92 construction completed, and we got 93 smithing, which we'll be able to boost with a dwarven stout. And if I have any time at all, I might try to push forward to 94 so I don't have to worry about the boost. But I'm okay with the boost. It's not that hard to maintain, especially with unlimited dwarven stouts. But with all that being said, I look forward to seeing you all out on the seas on November 19th. I hope you'll join me for my mini series that I'm going to be putting together to be looking at the first few hours of sailing. My hope is to be releasing some content in those early days and getting a really good look at what sailing has to offer. I, of course, will be taking a very fun, casual approach to it. I will not be rushing for any type of high-level skills. I really want to enjoy the skill. I'm not looking to just completely complete it. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you on the seas. Bye.